All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome back. The day off yesterday. Don't think that was a bad shot. London session was pretty dead yesterday morning. Gold just maintained in that range, and GJ still in the same range as it was yesterday. How's everybody doing? Morning. So let me just get GJ out of the way here. Obviously, on a higher time frame, we are bullish. But we're having problems here at 172.750, where we're just struggling to break above there. Not a whole lot of volume here on GJ right now. We'll probably need new fundamentals, new data coming into play to potentially give us that breakout of this range. For now, nothing really happening here. What I'll actually do is I'll just set an alert right here on GJ. I want to see us break out of this range. And then from these highs, we could see profit taking, where then we could start to see some moves to the downside. But selling in this range, he's selling into a lot of problems here, a lot of rejections, no clean traffic moving down. So I would rather wait for breaks below 171.250 to then potentially hop back into, or just take advantage of maybe the pullback here. Then let's have a look at gold. So here on gold, I've been looking for us to move into these demand zones around 1950, 1940, 1935. And we've come into that area yesterday with some positive numbers for the dollar. And we can see we've had a nice reaction off 1940 here. So for the time being, there is still potential to revisit the lows. So what I mean by that is, we could still come back down to this area, maybe 1936, 1935, and then get that move like that. I wouldn't be surprised if we did come down and we got that upside move later in the day in New York session, which we often see on gold end of the week, especially when we're coming into such significant lows on a Friday. We often see that upside move at the end of the week. If we've had a strong bearish week and we're closing, or we're coming in and around significant lows, we'll often see strong moves to the upside as sellers are taking profit and buyers are stepping back in. So for now, for this morning session, safer buys above 1955, or cleaner buys above 1955 once we start to break above this structure to the left, and then probably safer buys above 1955 once we're breaking back above that previous level of support. You can see right here, your 4-hour candle has closed very strong bullish. Going based off the hourly, I'm seeing a level around 1947, which we closed above. We just retested on that previous hourly candle. If you are breaking above previous hourly highs, I could see us start to move up here. But I think what I'll do is I'll wait for that closure above 1950.5. What's up, DJ? What's up, Jared? Michael, what's up? Stefan, Carl, what's up? What's up, Nico? What's up, Fabs? Resistance on the 4 hour. Stefan, send a chart, bro. I'm not too sure what you mean. What's up, Kelvin? Onset. What's up? Short. 1955, potentially. It may. We could come up to 1955, see rejections there, come back down to the lows, and then get that move I was talking about. Possibly. But I mean, for this morning session at least, you know, like I say, 4 hour close nice and bullish there. 8 hour also strong, engulfing bullish candle. I don't really want to be selling into that bullish candle off of this demand zone at 1940. So if I am looking to take advantage of the buys, like I say, above 1950.5, looks good to me. And that gives you about 40 to 50 pips of range moving up to 1955. So even if we do take, or if I do take the buys here, I've got some range to play moving up to that level, and then see if we do react there. I'm always number 8 to like the stream. This has happened to me like 7 times in a row. Other than me, there are 7 committed followers. Thank you guys, appreciate it. Another thing that I saw this morning is the dollar, especially from yesterday's news, is pretty strong, but we are seeing right now it looks like a bit of a pullback. So we are pulling back on the dollar index here, and you know, coming into the end of the week, we might see a little bit of profit taking, might see a retest of 103.5 or even 103. So if we do get that deeper pullback, you could easily see that demand coming back into gold. But at least for the morning, it looks like we've got a slightly softer dollar looking to pull back a little bit here. Another thing is, just note that it is actually, I think it's the last trading day of the month. No, it's not. But we are coming into the end of the month. So we just need to be aware of that. We do tend to see lower volume coming into the end of the month. Beginning of next week might be a little bit slow. There'll be no stream on Monday. It's a bank holiday all around. What's going on Monday? Summer bank holiday. Okay, so holidays all around on Monday next week. Tuesday will probably be quite slow. Wednesday, not too much going on, but you got NFP on the Friday. So yeah, next week might be very slow leading up to NFP. I see they're even doing ADP on Thursday next week. Interesting. Cheers, Stefan. Good luck with that, bro. I think if I were to look for the sells today, I would need to see something new forming here. So let's say this current 4 hour. Look, maybe this current 4 hour moves up to 1955. This area right here. So maybe you move up like that. Then the next 4 hour, I would want to see closing bearish off of there. And then potentially look for those sells coming back down. Or even if this current 4 hour just kind of maybe makes a steep top wick and then we close bearish, yeah, holding below 1950, then sells make a lot more sense later in the day. So keep in mind this, if you're looking for sells, I think that would be a safer play here. One thing I like to ask myself is, like, looking at this previous candle, where does it look like the next candle will go? And you can do that on multiple time frames. So going based off the 4 hour, I don't know, just obviously like my personal perception of it, I don't see this current 4 hour going down. We could maybe create a steeper bottom wick, but it very much looks like after the way the previous 4 hour candle closed, there's a very high probability this current candle drives up, even if it is just to create a top wick, maybe reject some previous key level, and then come close back bearish. And then, you know, in the next 4 hour, you've got a higher probability to move down. Chija is just dead. Guys, I'm gonna go make some coffee. There's not too much happening here. Yeah, I would like to see us breaking above 50.5 there, 1950.5. Look, another thing is breaking below 1945, breaking below this support right here. To fill this clean traffic coming down makes sense, doesn't look bad, but I probably won't take those sells. Because even then, could just be creating that bottom wick for the 4 hour. Okay guys, I'll be back now, 2 minutes. I'm just having a look at something. I'm so used to taking gold sells. I just want to see this from another perspective. I quite like what I'm seeing actually. These pre-London moves that we sometimes get based on the 4 hour, normally when I'm doing like an impulse entry, it's when the 4 hours giving nice clean direction, and when the lower time frame is consolidating like this, and then just on the breakout of the consolidation, for instance right here, I would have a buy stop. So I'm just thinking, this resistance here to the left I don't really like, but if we come in with enough volume, looking at the hourly time frame here, these are just wicks that we could potentially fill, come up to retest that 1955 level. Let's see something. This does give you about 15 pips moving up. Okay, so currently the 4 hour looks like it's just creating a steeper bottom wick. Let's see where it comes down to. If we're coming down into this 47 level and showing signs of rejection, and maybe start to flip back bullish on the hourly, I'm going to look at these bar stops here. For now, got no positions, no trades, just waiting. GJ setting up to fly. GJ is not doing anything. Not doing anything. Sells below 1944. I did discuss my opinion on sells earlier on. Not really going to go over it all again, but based on the 4 hour, I'm not too interested in sells this session. Maybe if your 4 hour closed bearish, then on the next 4 hour in New York session, I think sells would look a little bit better. But even then, if you're coming into the lows, coming into like 1940, I'm just going to be very careful and actually probably hold off and just wait for those bars to set up. Alright, so we are flipping back bullish here on the hourly. here on the 30-minute, you can see that we have formed a support right here. Yeah, at this point, we've got a little bit of a bottom wick here on the 4 hour. If we are breaking previous 4 hour highs with pre-London volume, I would anticipate us to at least push to 1950.5, and then obviously the idea is to move up to 1955. So I actually like what I'm seeing here. I'm going to have these bar stops here on the break of previous 4 hour highs at 1949.1. Let's call it 1949.15. My stop loss will be below the previous hourly candle for about 20 pips. Let's call it 21 pips. 22 at 1947. So bar stop at 1949.15. Stop loss at 1947. Morning, Mr. Couture. Rumen, just hold on, brother. You're gonna see now. Overall trend is bearish, you say. Very, very bearish. Such a bearish uptrend. You've been here quite a lot, Rumen. You know, I've been speaking about this pullback phase on gold, and I said that we need to just realize that it is just a pullback phase for now. We got to take advantage of the sales coming down. That's great. But as the trend starts to trend, as we start to move back into this macro trend, which is bullish, we need to be ready to hop back into that bullish bias. Now, this morning I have discussed possibilities of coming back down into these lows for sure. But there you need to be very careful at those lows of seeing something like that. For now, we can see that this current previous 4 hour candle was very bullish. So there's definitely momentum coming off of these lows at 1940. There's definitely some demand stepping back in here. Dollar is also having a pullback this morning. So for me, there's plenty of confluence to be taking part this morning. As I discussed earlier, I would only be interested in sells later today if you had a bearish 4-hour candle closure, or if we tap into 1955 and show hard rejections there. And I'm not saying that, you know, sells are completely off the cards. For now, for me, they are, because there's no setup. There's obviously a probability of price moving down. That's always a probability. But right now, there's no setup. Even if you were looking for sells, even if I wanted sells this morning, I don't see anything right now. Maybe waiting for the breaks below 1945. Right, so pretty much as soon as we break this high, I should be in. Okay, guys, our bar stop has been activated here at 1949.15. Stop loss below the lows at 1947. Below previous hourly lows, that is. And looking to target 1955. Need to be very careful coming into this 1950 level. The 30-minute candle is about to close as well. I would like this 30-minute candle to close above 48.5. Okay, so it does look like we've got that free London volume coming in. Let's see if we break the previous 30-minute high and get that push to 50.5. Like I say, you need to be very careful at that 1950.5 level. If you can just break through there nicely, then I'm happy to hold up to 55. Also got no bottom wick on the current 30. Sorry, Jared. What's up?
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just wanted to ask if your break-even point is 1950.5.
It's not going to be a set in stone break even. I'm just going to see how we react to that level. If you want to send a break even to the signals, maybe we go 1951.5. Yeah, 1951.5 looks like a good break even to me. It's pretty jumpy. No bottom wick on the 30, so it looks like we could come create that bottom wick. What's up, Fred? We were just shy of tapping 1950 flat, which is obviously a psychological level as well. I do like that we closed bullish on the 5. Only reason I'm on the 5 here is just to obviously make sure that the momentum is still in our favor here. If we were to close bearish on that 5, back below that resistance, then it would be pretty chalked. But this looks great. Looks great. Let's see how we move into that 1950.5 level. Tapping 1950 flat, but smashing through it by the looks of things. Let's just keep an eye on the 5 minute. I don't want to see these candles closing bearish now. It looks like we've got nice volume to the upside. But we are seeing a little bit of a rejection here to 1950. I think my break-even points are yeah, I'm definitely going to go break even at 1951.5. Let's just mark that up. There are rejections at that level, 1, and 2, at least we then breaking above 1950.5, nice and clean. So at that point, I wouldn't want us to come back to entries. Okay, so we're tapping that level. Need to just be very careful here. If you are feeling uncomfortable coming into this rejection zone, then obviously now would be a good time to possibly go break even, maybe even secure some. Okay, your 5 minute candle close nice and bullish. We're getting that push. So at that break even point, 1951.5, I'll also secure 50% of my position. Let's see if we can get a little push. We have broken above that area. Okay, so as we move into this level, I am going to secure 50%. Let's give it a second. $15-minute candle is about to close as well. Okay guys, I'm going to secure 50% right here and move my stop loss to break even. Quite happy with that. 16 pips secured. Obviously, this area is just concerning me. So, you know what? This move was quite clean. Couple pips away from the break-even point. But securing half here, at least now you've got a good vantage point for your runner. And plenty of room up to 1955. Which strategy you use? The monster money trading strategy. There is a YouTube video. There's a, yeah, just go check the channel, bro. You'll find it. It was one of the most recent videos I posted. Hey Wayne, it's monster money strategy, bro. Price action is outdated now. It is just price action, really. Oh yeah, guys. So, big announcement for the memberships. We are doing a 7-day free trial. So, I know that there were quite a few guys interested in that who've been asking a lot of questions about that. Let the service answer the questions for you. Come check it out. We do New York calls on Zoom every day, Monday to Friday. Coming into the end of the month now, we'll also do our monthly psychological webinar, but you'll also have access to all of the previous webinars as well. The link is there in the chat. I'm going to pin it quick so you guys can find that message. I don't know why the YouTube software is quite slow. The W's are still coming through here on the back end. Okay. Okay, so there we go. I've pinned the message in the chat. You guys can find the link there for the 7-day free trial. Like I say, come check it out. We do signals, but the main thing is the mentorship. So I really encourage you guys to have a look at the standard or the premium memberships. Premium, you're going to get the signals as well, which is obviously nice because if you've been with us for a while, you'll know the kind of trades we're looking for. And if you are busy, you can't come sit down for the stream and you get that signal, you know, you can go look at your chart. Okay, I like this setup. Cool, let me take it. And obviously the idea is to teach you to be independent. So a lot of our members, they don't take every signal, you know. Sometimes they'll see a signal, they say, okay, this trade doesn't fit my plan. But then sometimes they'll see a signal we send and they like it and they'll take it. Yeah, check out the premium one. Obviously, you're gonna get the best bang for your buck. It's literally a 7-day free trial. I mean, if there's not 126 people in the Discord by this afternoon, I'm gonna be very confused. Guys, I'm just gonna set my TP at 1955. Retrial, free as can be. So obviously, this being a rejection area, I discussed earlier on what I would want to see if I were to sell today. And that would be this 4 hour coming up, creating a top wick, and closing bearish. So that could be the case here, but I think that was the nice clean move now with this pre-London volume. Looked good. I don't know if we'll survive break even here. Like I say, we did move into this rejection area, but obviously the idea was to take advantage of that pre-London volume, and it came in very nicely there. Did get to secure a little bit, so pretty happy with that. Also taking advantage of this minor pullback on the dollar and seeing that demand stepping in here from 1940 on gold. Coming into the end of the month, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw something like this where we just ranged in and around this area. And maybe next month we either get that move up or that move down. Lots going on next month. Got this whole debt ceiling drama, which is not holding too much weight right now, but of course, if America does default on their debt, there'll be big issues. So this is looking like could be break even. Any re-entries? No, probably not. Okay guys, I'm out to break even there. If this is your resistance now at 1951, if you do close above there, then yeah, you could potentially look for that move to 55. Maybe we just come in to get the bottom wick for the 30-minute candle there. Could be. But yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm not going to take any more trades yet. It hits a Friday, and I think, you know, that was my move there. I was looking to take advantage of that pre-London volume. Break of previous 4-hour highs. Got a little bit of a push. Came back to break even. Other than that, it's pretty tricky here on gold. If we are closing bearish, you know, maybe we are rejecting this 51 level and start to move down. Like I say, you could be looking for the sales below 1945. I'm gonna hold off. Bars above 1951 don't look too bad. Other than that, GJ is just chalked. I think if you take a trade on GJ today, I don't know. I don't even know what to say. Horrible. Would that be a fake out going bearish? I don't know what to say, bro. I think you need to wait for some more evidence here. To me, this is actually a range. where I feel direction is a little bit uncertain. So as long as we're sitting in this range, I don't want to say anything. I think if you're waiting for a break above resistance here, you've got clean traffic moving up. Cool. Or if you wait for a break below support, you've got some clean traffic moving down. Cool. Other than that, this range is just pretty tough. If it takes sales off of this resistance, nah. I think it's very aggressive right now. For sales, I either want to see a stronger closure on an hourly bearish or a bearish 4 hour, or like I say, potentially breaks below 1945. But that's going to be me, guys. I think I'm going to call it yet for the day. Been a pretty slow week, slow last couple weeks. I think I took like 3 break-even trades in a row from Friday, Monday, Tuesday. So yeah, hopefully things will pick up coming into next month. I'm sure the beginning of next month will be slow, but NFP should be good. And then, like I say, next month, big month. Got that debt ceiling drama. Then we've got FOMC next month. Now, I think there's going to be a lot of emphasis on the June FOMC because there is talks of a pause of their rate hikes. So since I think April last year, they have been raising rates, and so far they've raised at every meeting since they started their rate hike cycle. So if they were to pause, of course that's going to be something new. And in fact, I think markets are already pricing in that pause. So on the other hand, if they do raise rates, it's also going to be quite a shocker. Let's see what's being priced in right now. So there's a 65% chance they're pricing in a 65% probability that they actually pause rates in June. There is a 35% chance that they raise. There have been some Fed speakers who are in the favor of still raising further. But like I say, this is going to be a very interesting one. Very, very interesting. And what we've seen leading up to past FOMC meetings is we have ranged for a number of weeks. So I would not be surprised if we stuck in this range for the next 2 weeks. I would not be surprised. So look at this. This range, we were in this range from about the middle of April to the beginning of May. So 2 weeks. 2 weeks we were in a range there on gold. I know it's a big range. Something like nearly 400 pips. But it does start to get very tough the further you go on in this range because there's no direction. You can see right here in the beginning, there were some cleaner moves, but it started to get choppy very quickly. And then this was FOMC. So just from a capital preservation point of view, this, I understand, is 2 weeks. It's a 400 pip range. You want to take trades. But if you stay out of this, in the following days, once you start to get catalysts, you're going to get much cleaner movement. That, if you caught that, look, maybe you don't catch that move, but you could have caught the move the next day, which was also very, very nice. You're catching hundreds of pips there in those market conditions, nice, clean, smooth sailing market conditions. You're making up for all of this. So rather than throwing away money here and trying to make up for it here, stay out here and just make pure profit when you are trending nicely like that. And then this move was NFP. We actually caught this move. That is the biggest move that I've caught on stream. 400 pips. Insane. Insane. So if we do start to see this ranging sideways action, lower volume and volatility coming into the end of the month, obviously then we just take our foot off the gas, understand that things will pick up, yeah, just preserve capital, understand we need to be a little bit more aggressive. I don't think now is the time. Take it easy, guys. Safe trading. Just remember what I've been telling you now about the end of the month, about the big things coming up. Understand and take note of market conditions. Don't be burning to your capital. Cheers, guys. Enjoy your weekend. Take it easy.